Welcome to Wrestling Superstars. I'm Gordon Soley, your host. With me is our Take 5 expert, Barbara Clary. We'll be talking to Barbara in just a moment. We're going to be seeing Dave Sierra in action during this hour. Also, Wild Bill Snyder, Rick Oliver. We'll see the spoiler, Eddie Mansfield, Fast Eddie Mansfield. Eric Embry, a young man who has suddenly become quite a thorn in the side of one J.J. Dillon. More about that a little bit later on. And we'll also be seeing the very brash, very confident young man, Buzz Sawyer. A lot of great action upcoming. And Barbara, of course, your Take 5 concerns an outstanding young athlete from Canada, Ron Ritchie.
Yes, I'm going to be talking with Ron about his, I guess you'd call it almost a fight that he's got, ongoing thing with Steve Cyber over his crossbody block, talking a little bit with him about his background, things like that.
All of that is upcoming, and I might just point out that I think Ron Ritchie has certainly proven himself to be one of the most versatile athletes we've seen in a long time. We've had quite an infusion of great young competitors. Eric Embry, Ron Ritchie, Buzz Sawyer, Ray Hernandez, David Sierra, just a host of great young competitors. And one of them we're going to see right now. So let's turn it over to our ring announcer.
This match, one fall with a 10-minute time limit. Originally from Havana, Cuba, now making his home in Portland, Oregon, David Sierra. His opponent from Cincinnati, Ohio, weighing 210 pounds, Dorve, Roach.
Bruce Starp, our ring announcer, making those introductions now. One fall, 10-minute time limit. Dave Sierra going up against Dorve Roach. A handshake by both men and a duck under, go behind, high waist lift takedown by Dave Sierra. And Sierra trying to keep a ride going on. Roach managed to get a front chancery. Roach bulls him back to the ring ropes. The referee calls for the break. Barbara, of course, Dave speaks fluent English. El Grande Palo, of course, who is also from Havana, Cuba, along with Dave Sierra, does not speak as fluent English, although he's coming along real well, isn't he?
He certainly is, Gordon. And you know, it causes them some kind of an advantage when they wrestle in a tag team because they can speak with each other in Spanish and the other wrestlers can't understand them.
Precisely, and it is Dave Sierra now with an arm drag takedown on Dorve Roach. Back on the feet once again, Sierra in the black trunks, keeping the pressure on Roach. The referee, Bill Alfonso, watching him carefully. Alfonso, by the way, is certified not only as a professional wrestling referee, boxing and full contact karate as well. So he is a well-versed official. Notice the way Alfonso will keep moving. He keeps moving and checking those shoulders very quickly. Roach had a shoulder down, and Alfonso very quickly calling the count. Referees, of course, I guess officials in any sport are always maligned. Baseball umpires or what have you, always having problems, but theirs is a thankless job. It's a very difficult job. Bill Alfonso is certainly one of the outstanding officials in professional wrestling today. Good clean break by both Roach and Sierra. Into a hammerlock now by Dave Sierra. Nice thing about a match of this nature, though, Barbara, is both men are exponents of the scientific methods of wrestling, so the referee does not have that other element to watch out for of a wrestler trying to get in a cheap shot when his back is turned.
That's right, Gordon. Both men are good sports, and they're both out to win, but only by means of wrestling. They're not in it, you know, to hurt the other opponent. They just want to get the pinfall. Precisely.
Of course, if they can get a submission and cause the man to concede, they certainly will. A good waist lift takedown once again by Sierra. Roach very quickly turned into his man and blocked any possibility of a pinfall there. Sierra keeping a front face lock now and back into the ring ropes and the turnbuckle. The referee again, Bill Alfonso, calls for the break. Takedown by Sierra. Well executed. Sierra keeping the armbar now on Roach. Roach would like to regain his feet and try and counter if he can from this armbar. short forearm. Another one that rocks Sierra's head back. A third one. And so Roach using those forearms. And it's Sierra retaliating. Again, note it is the forearm and not the fist. A mare and then a knee into the chest. And Sierra on his man very quickly. All right, keeps the pressure on Roach. Roach started to go for the near leg and then changed his mind as Sierra keeps the tension on his man through the front chancery. Roach now checking, trying to see if he can get any sort of forward momentum to push Sierra back. Good move by Roach. Slipped away from that very nicely into a nice ride. Reversal now by Sierra. And float over by Sierra as he keeps the ride constant and now goes into a rear chin lock on Roach. We're seeing some good, high-spirited competition, Barbara.
Certainly are, Gordon. Both men are excellent wrestlers, so you don't quite know which way the match is going to go.
And it is Sierra keeping the rear chin lock now on Roach. Sierra would have a slight edge in experience. He has a little more ring time than Roach. But as so many of these fine young professional athletes have told me, the only place they're going to learn is on the field of combat itself. And Roach staggered that time as Sierra fired back with forearms. And that one may have been a fist. It's hard. No, it's a forearm again this time. Sierra brings him up. Belly to back souffle has Roach driven to the canvas, back on his feet once again, and Sierra's after him. Uses that Russian leg sweep very effectively. Has the 3 count. And so the victor in this opening match here on Wrestling Superstars, David Sierra. Barbara's Take 5 coming up next.
Hi, Country Boy Eddie here in Vero Beach for Fred Coyne of Fred Coyne Chevrolet and the Los Angeles Dodgers. I want to tell you something. This has been a great week. It's not only been a great week because the Dodgers won the World Series, but Fred Coyne Chevrolet is almost ready to set that all-time record for the month of October. And so to do that, right now he's marked down these cars and trucks that you're going to see, specifically this 79 Ford Explorer to $5,900. That's the sale price. This 80 Chevy red pickup truck, it's $6,300, and a custom deluxe 79 with toolboxes built on the side for $4,900. And this GMC, an 81 model, a special, trimmed, absolutely showroom piece, marked down to $5,500. And this Sierra GMC is 79 model, automatic and air, $5,600 at Fred Coyne Chevrolet. Boy, what a week it's been, and what a week we're getting into. A 1981 Chevy Air and the custom deluxe model over here, a 1980 model. These are priced specially because we've got a special sale going on right now. We've got over 60 cars in stock, new, used, and trucks in blue. So for the Dodger Blue, the Los Angeles Dodger Blue sale that we're going to have right now this weekend, you can buy all of these trucks at a heck of a discount. Less than you could buy any other car or truck anywhere. This went on sale at $7,400. That's $1,100 off. This 1980 automatic and air custom deluxe pickup truck has been $79. You can buy it right now for $6,500. Dodger Blue. Any car that's in blue, any truck that's blue, any new or used cars in blue, you're going to get that special extra discount. So Dodger Blue sales. Contest going on right now. No, it's not a contest. It's absolutely come in and buy right now from Fred Coyne Chevrolet. The big sale is on right now. You can't afford to miss it. Remember, every car that's blue, 10% off.
For this week's Take 5, I'm here with Ron Ritchie, a Canadian who's an incredibly versatile athlete. I'd like to thank you for being with me today.
Thank you, Barbara, and I'd just like to say hello to all the good people, and I'm just real happy to be here. And
getting some sunshine, and now I know why they call Florida the Sunshine State, because it's just absolutely beautiful.
Well, I know you must be really excited. The NWA has cleared you of any charge that Steve Seibert had made. He did file a protest against your flying cross body block. The NWA sent a telegram to us stating that since you were not using an elbow or a knee or anything like that, you were using your whole body, that it was permissible and legal to use your flying cross body block.
That's right, Barbara. This really upset me in the beginning because it was something that worked so well for me. I was doing nothing illegal. I was just using my body, and I wasn't using a knee or elbow, so it upset me very much, but everything come through to me, and I can use it, and I'm really happy. But I had Charlie again, and to show the people that I didn't have to use it, I went and wrestled the man. I signed a contract, and I beat the man with a sunset flip. So I just not only can use the body block, but I can do other things.
Well, you certainly can, and I know that you did wrestle Steve Seibert again in a rematch. We do have a film of that, so why don't we take a look at that?
It's Ritchie right now with the arm bar. Steve Seibert closing back into the corner, and Seibert now driving that shoulder into the midsection of Ritchie. Ritchie, of course, from Winnipeg, Canada, an all-around athlete. Beautiful leap rock by Ritchie. Ritchie rolling reverse on his man. Had him for the count of three. Had him for the count of three.
Well, you have proven your versatility on the mat. I know that off the mat you do have participated in a number of sports. I wonder if you tell us some of them.
That's right. I did in Canada, as you know, there's a lot of snow, and it's cold up there. I played a lot of hockey, and I played football, soccer, and I played just about every sport there is to play, and I did a lot of wrestling, amateur wrestled, and I've pretty well done every sport.
Well, I know you're being pretty modest, but I'm sure that the viewers would like to know, weren't you 2 times Canadian National Wrestling Champion?
Well, yes, that's true, Barbara. I had a lot of help. I have a lot of people to thank for that. I had a lot of people behind me to help me win that, and I won it twice, the Canadian Championships.
Well, you've proven to us that you're an incredible wrestler, also an incredible athlete, and a nice person as well. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you.
That's Take 5 for this week.
During this final days of this big month of October, when Fred Coyne Chevrolet set out to break the all-time record, he didn't realize that we were going to come down to the last few days like we are right now, needing just a few more cars, just a few more trucks to break that record. And right now is your opportunity to deal like you've never been able to deal before. A 1980 CJ57 Jeep right here. Can you believe this one right here on sale? It's a 4x4 for $69.95. That's one heck of a discount from what it had been. Over $7,900 it has been, $69.95. A 4x4 Ford 79 model F-150, $6,900 on sale right now. They're having the biggest sale ever. They only have a few days left. And when they go to break that record, you're going to hear it all over the county and all the way down to West Palm Beach. And you know something? That's the way we should feel about our Los Angeles Dodgers that train right here in Vero Beach. They are champions, and Fred Coyne Chevrolet is a champion. When he comes up with a 79 Silverado 4x4 loaded with everything on it, has been priced at $7,500. Right now you can buy it for $69.95 on sale at Fred Coyne Chevrolet. Any truck, any car, new or used, that's in blue, you're going to be able to get that extra 10% because that's Dodger Blue. And we're having a Dodger Blue sale this weekend. How about this one, this 4x4 1981 model, custom model? It's been here so long, I'm telling you, I'm getting sick and tired of seeing it every time I come here. It's here. Now, I want to get rid of it today. $8,995 drives it out. Now, you remember, this is the one we've been selling for $8,995. This King Cab right here, $57.95, a Datsun 1981 model, is on sale. You can't believe me? Well, you're going to have to believe me because you can come in and actually touch it. $57.95, only at Fred Coyne Chevrolet. The sale is on now, so don't, remember, we're open Sundays for your shopping convenience.
This match won fall with a 10-minute time limit. Introducing from Arizona, weighing 228 pounds, Reggie Parks. His opponent from Homosassa, Florida, weighing 240 pounds, Rick Oliver.
Rick Oliver moving up against the Iron Man, Reggie Parks. 1 fall, 10-minute time limit. And both men in black trunks. Oliver with his back to the camera right now. Now as they square away, it's Reggie Parks back up against those ring ropes. Good clean break. Collar and elbow once again. This time Parks with a side headlock. From the side headlock to a hammerlock on Rick Oliver. Oliver, good reversal. And beautiful, beautiful, beautiful move by Reggie Parks as he turned that into a variation of a Cornish hype for the takedown. And so Oliver moves back in, collar and elbow, and it is Reggie Parks. Bottom wrist lock, lateral drop into a head scissors. And so Oliver having his problems now. Bill Alfonso, our referee, checking him carefully. It's a real pleasure to see a series of such outstanding young athletes as Ron Ritchie, Eric Embry, Dorve Roach, Dave Sierra. Some outstanding competitors, and certainly one of the finest in there right now, the Iron Man, Reggie Parks, against Rick Oliver. Rick Oliver, a gentleman who has proven time and time again his rugged capabilities, now has a full-arm dragon twist on Reggie Parks. Oliver, total pressure on Parks as Parks back to the canvas. Once again, Del Alfonso checking those shoulders. It is so critical for the referee not only to be able to stay out of the opponent's way, because he could cost a man a match very quickly, but plus the fact it's very important for him to be down there when those shoulders are on the canvas. And Oliver, whoa, Parks rolled away from it. He lulled Oliver into a false sense of security and then rolled right into a head scissors. Now Oliver retaliating, and he'll take those shortcuts. Rick Oliver's credo is win at any cost. Oliver keeping the pressure on that head scissors. So Reggie Parks will be hard-pressed now to escape and then move offensively, or if Oliver beats him to an offensive move, to counter once again. Reggie Parks trying to headstand out, trying to see if he can't loosen that tension around his head. That catches him around the jawline, just underneath it. Slipped away that time, and Oliver powerless to stop it, but has him back in the head scissors again. Oliver can move with the speed of a whippet, and did it just there. Again has the head scissors on Reggie Parks. Oliver has been concentrating on that throughout much of this match. And again, Reggie Parks driving forward, trying to separate those knees as he's fighting the strongest muscles in the human body, those leg muscles, those femoris muscles, hamstring. Oliver. Parks partially out now, and it is Oliver once again applying even more pressure as he must have felt Parks slipping away from him. Parks again, head stands up, and Parks crushing blow to the head of Rick Oliver as Reggie Parks is tired of the tactics of Rick Oliver. Again, Oliver using those trunks for some extra leverage. backing, Rick Oliver, rather, backing away. Once again, collar and elbow. They're into the turnbuckle. The referee again calls for the break. It's Oliver. Cheap shot on the break. Adding extra punishment. Ric Flair, world heavyweight champion, has served notice that he's on his way to Florida. And when he gets here, he's going to be facing a host of top competitors. Armbar now by Oliver. Back to the turnbuckle once again. Oliver with a forearm now. And now begins to punish Reggie Parks. Even more punishment to the left arm and shoulder. Reggie Parks having some problems now, as he may have pulled a muscle in that shoulder, and now it is Oliver quickly seizing that opportunity. Oliver has him up. Parks does slide behind him. Good move. Reggie Parks, good counter. Hip toss by Reggie Parks may have Oliver in trouble now, so Reggie Parks trying to turn adversity into his own advantage. Good shoulder smash off the rope. Oliver changed his direction that time. And again, after that shoulder of Reggie Parks. Caught him with a shoulder breaker. A count of three. The count of three, it is all over. In a tough-fought match, no question about it. Rick Oliver slipping past the Iron Man, Reggie Parks.
This month is coming right down to the end, and Fred Coyne Chevrolet has just absolutely going to beat their all-time record because we're just that far away. And right now, these cars are all marked down. Each and every one of these have been tested and certified by Fred Coyne Chevrolet Service Department. The greatest service department, the award-winning service department of all of the Treasure Coast. Right here in Vero Beach is Fred Coyne. So when you see these cars priced the way they are, you know that they've been checked all over. A 79 Monte Carlo at $5,800. Look at this absolutely beautiful car right here. This 1979 model is going to be on sale right now for $1,000 under what we have been selling. A 79 Nova priced at $4,900. And a blue 77 Ford LTD $29.95 is on sale right now. Remember, any blue car in stock has a special discount on it because we're celebrating those Dodgers, those Los Angeles Dodgers, and anything blue, because actually blue is the Dodger color. How about this little car right here, a 77 Granada, $34.95. This car is so clean that I would sell it to my mother, and believe me, I would be very careful what I sold her, but I could sell her this one and know that she could drive it for years and years and years in great quality. It's priced at only $34.95. How about this one right here? This little Pontiac, a 77 model, SJ, has the Landau top, is priced at $39.95. But when you look inside and see how clean the carpeting is, how the seats look, the low mileage on the speedometer, the great tires on it, you're going to know this car should sell for $49.95, not $39.95, but they're all on sale right now. Come out to Fred Coyne Chevrolet, talk to one of our representatives, and they will give you a complete presentation. They'll let you ride the car, drive the car, check it all over. Fred Coyne Chevrolet puts a guarantee and a warranty on all the things that he sells. Make sure that you understand Fred Coyne Chevrolet will not be undersold. They're going to set the all-time record. Come see us.
This match won followed a 10-minute time limit from the Isle of Samoa, weighing 229 pounds, Coco Samoa. His opponent from Singapore, weighing at 270 pounds, James J. Dillon, presents the spoiler.
And so the spoiler returns to Championship Wrestling 81. One of the most dangerous competitors I have ever seen in the ring. He uses the claw hold with devastating effectiveness, and he moves very quickly against Coco Samoa. One fall, a 10-minute time limit. I might say that Samoa might hold the edge over the average average opponent who would face the spoiler because he is completely familiar with the man. And as you can see, Samoa firing back very quickly. He knows full well the tactics of the spoiler and moved out against him very quickly indeed. There again you see the spoiler. He has just fantastic power. The Coco Samoa in the back of the head drove him to the canvas. Spoiler catching Samoa in the throat. So J.J. Dillon there you see him. Might point out that as you'll hear on Barbara's Take 5, situation with Avalanche Tyler, that Dillon, of course, warned us that the spoiler was coming in. He had planned, I think, to have the spoiler and the Avalanche Tyler as a tag team combination. But that has been temporarily sidestepped now by virtue of action taken by Championship Wrestling and the NWA. And the referee warning the spoiler to break the hold. Samoa catches him 2 chops, a 3rd chop, and a 4th. Spoiler hanging under that rope. Samoa goes to the midsection, catches him with a forearm into the rib cage. And a headbutt by, and he could have the spoiler in trouble here, and so Tyler now out of the way, and it could be that J.J. Dillon's going to find himself without the services of the spoiler if the spoiler cannot effectively, and Dillon moving back away as Coco Samoa is outside the ring. The spoiler up on that top rope, and Dillon, look at the spoiler walking along that top rope. Coco Samoa outside the ring getting some added encouragement now from Dave Sierra. You can just catch part of his shirt. Samoa charges in. And Samoa letting loose of that heavy artillery now. Catches the spoiler coming off the rope. Samoa may have it going his way. Samoa down across the chest of the spoiler. Spoiler powers out back on his... Ooh. Spoiler dropped down. Samoa tripped up. And the spoiler caught him with the claw. The spoiler caught him with the claw coming off the ropes. And that's the thing about the spoiler. That's where he is so completely dangerous. Took the claw off momentarily, reapplies the claw. Coco Samoa responding now to a very excited crowd. There you see Dillon offering even more encouragement to, it is Samoa now frothing. Samoa beginning to froth at the mouth as, and the referee mercifully calling for the bell. The referee mercifully calling for the bell as Coco Samoa in trouble now, and Dillon now telling the spoiler to relinquish the hold. And the spoiler has that completely vindictive streak in him. He likes to render an opponent completely helpless, and Dillon raises his hand in victory. And so the spoiler's return to Florida is a triumphant one. And wait a second, the spoiler, Samoa still in a totally dazed state of mind. Dillon pulls him back away once again. As I say, the spoiler's return to Florida triumphant. Certainly some great matches upcoming this Monday night in West Palm Beach at the West Palm Beach Auditorium. And the number to call right now to make your reservations in advance, 683-6012. That's 683-6012. Let me give you a complete rundown of all of the matches Monday night at the West Palm Beach Auditorium. The Assassin and the Spoiler take on Bugsy McGraw and Charlie Cook in an Australian tag team match. The World Junior Heavyweight Champion Les Thornton on hand to defend his title against the former World Junior Heavyweight Champion Jerry Brisco, and I'll be talking to Jerry Brisco about this match in just a moment. Eddie Mansfield, Fast Eddie, and Hangman Bobby Jaggers take on Jack Brisco and the sensational young Ron Ritchie. J.J. Dillon wrestles against Eric Embry. The new Japanese tag team combination of Masa Pucci and Mr. Onita wrestle against Coco Samoa and David Sierra. Rick Oliver takes on the very popular El Grande Apollo. I'll take a moment to talk to Jerry Brisco about this match upcoming, the World Junior Heavyweight Championship, a rematch, Jerry, that I certainly think after everybody has seen the match that you had when you lost the title back, certainly you're more than deserving of having another title shot.
Gordon, as you know, and I was had a clause in the contract if I did lose the championship that I would get the first return. But, you know, I'm not out here to cry over spilt milk or anything like that. The thing that makes people professionals is being able to keep their temper and keep their cool. Well, Les Thornton riled me. He got me in the position, and he's a very, very capable champion. You can't take anything from him, but he got me in a position where I lost my temper. I was unprepared, and I got disqualified, and I lost the world championship. I can't go back and redo that because it's all over with. The one thing I can do is make a fresh start in West Palm Beach and go out with a positive attitude and try to keep my cool and try to keep my confidence and defeat Les Thornton with a 1-2-3 or a submission hold and show him that is the proper way to win a championship.
Words well put by Jerry Brisco, going after that World Junior Heavyweight Championship this coming Monday night at the West Palm Beach Auditorium. Well, Fast Eddie Mansfield, the Spoiler, and the Assassin all have some comments that bear listening to.
Mama, Papa, sister, and brother, everybody just pull your chair on up because the lover's fixing to tell you about something. The hangman and the lover together, it's just like a finely tuned Rolls-Royce engine. And we're going against none other than the bogus, the former world's heavyweight champion. The former, because the man has got it now, Ric Flair. The former bogus Indian, Jack Brisco. And the little punk kid is not even wet behind the ears, Ron Ritchie, has been going around this territory beating people. But let me tell you something, Ronald Ritchie. One thing about it, I've walked over better men to get to a fight than you, boy. And you bogus Indian, the hangman will take care of you, brother.
You know, in the past, I've teamed with some of the biggest names in professional wrestling, but I can't remember any man that's ever been my partner who I thought was as devastating as this man standing to my immediate left, the Spoiler. He has got the claw down to a perfection, and I do personally guarantee Bugsy McGraw and Charlie Cook that before the night is over with, one of them will feel the wrath of the Spoiler in his claw.
You're talking about winners and losers. You're talking about the New York Yankees. You're talking about champions of Babe Ruth. You're talking about the Dallas Cowboys. You're talking about the Assassin and the Spoiler as being winners. You don't talk about McGraw and Gramling's supposedly number one choice, Charlie Cook, because in my book, they are losers. And in this business, you can only go forward with winners. And, brother, you are looking at two of the winningest men in professional wrestling.
Well, we're certainly going to... here's what happened when Eric Embry suddenly faced the challenge of Mike Bond and $1,000 and what happened thereafter.
I want to make to Mr. Mike Bond. I have in front of me, I just happen to have $1,000. Time is very short on this program. I want to prove what I can do with a little motivation and a little guidance. Maybe more money you've ever seen at one time. I want you to go into the ring and prove that what happened to me with Eric Embry last week was a fluke. If you can beat him before we run out of time, the $1,000 is yours. Get it!
Well, there you have it.
Get it, get it, get it, get
Mike
it!
Bond has the greatest... wow, and Bond attacking Eric Embry. Embry trying to get his jacket off. And Bond was on him. And he was all over him. Embry into those ropes. And now it is Bond. Beautiful move by Embry. He's in behind his man with a sleeper hold. Eric Embry has a sleeper hold on Mike Bond. And J.J. Dillon in there. A frantic man. Embry, I understand, has not yet received his money from J.J. Dillon of last week. All right, so J.J. Dillon owes Eric Embry and Dorve Roach, rather, $1,000 from last week. Is now paying off in cash right here in front of all of us. Dillon drop the money down as a decoy, and it is Embry right after him, and Mr. Dillon beating a hasty retreat. And Eric Embry holding $1,000 in cold, hard cash in his hand right now has been the biggest thorn in the side of one James J. Dillon that he's ever had in his entire lifetime, I am sure.